Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kaure, Nakare, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kaure, Kakaure, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kaure, Koko, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kaure, Karamado, Karo, Puelove, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kaure, Ekalo, Maya, Yomo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kaure, Apasare, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kaure, Kanenda Saka, Son de Pove, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Ikane Wasaka, Kowa Yawo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kanenda Saka, Menu Wove, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Ani Makaro Tompatwe, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kalu Maya Yomo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Ekugawe, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Nakare, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, 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 Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Koko, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Amaro, Karo, Puelove, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Ekalu, Maya, Yomo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Apasare, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kanenda Saka, Son de Pove, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Nakare, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Koko, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, 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 Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Amaro, Karo, Puelove, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Oh, Maya, Yomo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Apasare, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kanenda Saka, Son de Pove, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Koko, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Ikane Wasaka, Kowa Yabo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Ani Makaro Tompatwe, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Ekalu, Maya, Yomo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Koko, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Kado Dine Kalore Akamo, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Epikawe, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Nakare, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, 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 Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Koko, Kakaure, Yoga, Anumasakuwa, Kakaure, Karamado, Karo, Puelove, Yoga.
Okay. Well, a pleasant way to welcome you today. And we'd love to say a very, very, very pleasant good afternoon to you, wherever you are joining us from. Good morning, good evening, good night. My name is Edmund S.W.Y, and I'm sitting in for Mike down here this afternoon. Mike's supposed to have been here to host Honorable Roger Domah, but be as it may, this is the beauty of what we do here. But again, it's a wonderful day for all of us here at the main studios of Nimba D9 TV that is owned and operated by the Nimba One House Media Incorporated. But it's a pleasant good afternoon to all of you. It's Thursday, the 21st of April 2021. The year is fast moving forward, and we love to say it's a beautiful day. But the truth of the matter comes your way on every Wednesday from 3 p.m. Liberia time to 4 p.m. And we are here to bring you all of the happenings from around Nimba and Liberia at large. So this is where we discuss health, community health. We also discuss education. We discuss agriculture. Of course, we discuss the climate change as well. Why is it that certain time rain is falling? And usually we used to have rainy season from April to October. But while things are changing, there are reasons. And also to help to promote the sustainable development goals. Remember, we have 17 global goals. So all of those are the reason why we have the truth of the matter here live on your platform. So it's a pleasant good afternoon to you, wherever you are joining us from this afternoon. The weather is pretty much good here in Maserati, where we are broadcasting from. But this is your first online platform for Nimba County since 1964, Nimba D9 TV. We'd love to say a very pleasant good afternoon to Senator Prince Johnson, to Senator Jeremiah Kmakun, to Representative Johnson N. Goiklu, to Representative Larry Yonkwe, to Representative Roger Domah, that will be hosting here very shortly, to Representative Twan Glikia, to Representative Samuel Koga, Gompu Kagon, Joseph Yan Sonwabe, and Prince S. Otokwa, and then Honorable Sam Brown. Good afternoon to Superintendent Nelson Kokwai. Good afternoon to all of the NGOs and civil society organizations of Nimba and Liberia at large. Well, Nimba has 19 administrative districts, 9 electoral districts, and 6 statutory districts. It's a wonderful place. We have 3 major hospitals. So, well, we've been joined now by Representative Roger Domah. So let's take in. Good afternoon, Honorable Domah. Okay, well, so we're just setting up the basis and you started. But what we first kick the ball rolling. So to all those who've joined us here live on our platform, this is Nimba D9 TV. It's owned and operated by the Nimba One House Media Incorporation. And we love to say it's a beautiful weather here in Maserati County. We are playing host to your representative of Nimba, one of them, Honorable Roger Domah, who's going to be introducing himself. But sorry, because he's joining us by way of a mobile phone. So this is why we are doing this. But welcome to the truth of the matter, live here on Nimba Dina TV Facebook page, live on Nimba Dina TV YouTube channel, live on Nimba Dina TV Twitter channel at Nimba D9 TV 2018. So whoever that is watching, you can watch us on any of these platforms. But Your Honor, you are welcome. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Wow. By the way, where are you at the moment?
Well, we're on the first phase of our constituent just on my way to town. And because of the show, I'm taking a break, somewhere on the highway to be a part of this platform.
Wow, what a humble way to always serve your people. So whoever that's turning in, keep on sharing this live video. We are in conversation via mobile phone with Honorable Roger S.W.Y. Domah. Many people have been thinking, what is the S.W.Y. for in your name?
Well, my name is S.W.Y. Domah. That's the S.W.Y. there.
Hmm. Wow, that's very incredible.
My father was Yakpa Kobo Domah.
Mhm.
So C is the first born child, of a female. My father, as you may know, has several wives, so I'm one of the first males from one of his wives. And then Yakpabe is the son of the wife. And Wono, they just say, people, there are people who always go have expectation, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so it's like expressing your expectation. Would not EKK, would not EKK, would not ego. That's
Okay,
that's a horrible name.
okay.
You
That's
may not doubt it.
exactly that is really really good. So wherever you join us from, we are live here today with Representative Roger S.W.Y. Domah. He just told us the meaning of that. But Your Honor, you are welcome again. So it's been 5 years since the noble people of District number 7 elected you as their representative at the 54th legislature. How is the district, by the way?
Well, I think our district is good. Not good 100% because of some external factors like pet lives. Um, but we have been working along with our people since our election.
Mhm.
We ensure that we take care of some of the concerns that they raise. And I think we are doing well with that. We know that there were a lot of requests that came and also a lot of promises that we made during the campaign. But then when we came, there were some realities that we caught up with. So what we did right after, our election ended up in court.
Mhm.
So after the Supreme Court ruling and we're indicted, we went back. We had a piece of reconciliatory program
Okay.
that embedded autonomy, which was very successful.
Hmm.
And then after that, we took tour across the district to have conversation with our people to prioritize the many requests that came
Hmm.
their community.
Hmm.
So that was also good. The communities were able to give us what is their most need at that time, and we started working together. I must thank our citizens. They have been very cooperative with our office. Wherever we have gone to meet up with those needs, they have been very helpful. They have provided local materials, that we need for, if that's construction, local materials that we need for construction work. They are always providing them. In some cases, they will even provide the labor free of cost. So it just tells you the kind of relationship that we have been having with the people has been cordial. They have appreciated us. And coming from the background of education, also we promised that we were going to help some of the young people go to school
Mhm.
so that they can replace us. We have not been 100% perfect into that, but I think we have been faithful to that commitment, as evidenced by the many students that we have across the college and universities, as well as high schools across the country.
Wow. So just in case you join us, keep sharing this live video with somebody. We are today in conversation via mobile phone with Nimba County Electoral District 7 Representative Roger S.W.Y. Domah. By the way, how many administrative districts made up district number electoral district number 7? How many administrative districts?
We have two administrative districts. We have the Weebay administrative district,
Mhm.
which is in Seklipima statutory district.
Okay.
And we have the Zobao administrative district, which is in the Zoke statutory district. So we operate from those two administrative districts. a small portion of the Wingby administrative district is in district number 8.
Mhm.
That is a few towns from Bay Chieftain, and then some towns from the Zoba administrative district
Okay.
also found in district number 4, which is the part of the towns from Zoe region. So the Zoe Chieftain. So that's how the district is structured.
Okay, good. Thanks for that update as well. So, just in case you tune in and you are just jump into this live out of by our YouTube channel or probably by the Twitter channel or on Facebook, all you need to do is to share this live video with somebody. We are today in conversation with Representative Roger S.W.Y. Domah of Nimba County Editorial District number 7. And he's telling us true because this program is called The Truth of the Matter. But by the way, how you and your citizens are coping, the local authorities, the religious people, the health workers, the security apparatus, how are you coping? How things have been back there in district number 7?
Well, I think we have tried to work with everybody. Our relationship, we have tried to establish relationship with all of the local authorities, giving them all of the courtesies that we need to give them, inviting them at our programs, informing them about projects that we are doing so that they can be parts of them, and ensuring that we keep in touch, even when I'm in Monrovia, through mobile contacts and so forth. So basically, it has been a cordial relationship. I know that you will also understand that the position I occupy is a political position, and being an opposition lawmaker, there are times that the local authorities will get some mandate from their political parties, and they will want to implement it. So, once in a while we have clashes on those kind of issues, but they have not been major to the extent where we will break relationship with each other. After all of those, we always have the meeting of the minds, and we continue to work together up to today.
Wow, that's good. So let's fast move forward into some of the real issues coming from Nimba. Some of the latest has to do with some situation between Campley and Loguatu border where some homes were being set ablaze and somebody died in the process and all of that. How is Nimba County as a representative?
Well, I think it's not a good news for the country, where we continue to have our citizens taking the law into their own hands. I will condemn that kind of act in the strongest possible term. It is good for people to follow the rule of law. If there are situations of such, it is good that we report it to authorities, and then we allow the authorities to go into investigation and come up with a result for us. So for us to take the rules into our own hands, the laws into our own hands, I don't think they are appropriate for our country, especially in the kind of fragile democracy that we have. We have come from war. We're trying to rebuild our country. It's not a good news, for a country that needs investment opportunities, that people are taking the law into their hands and, burning homes and what have you. However, it also speaks to the quality of how our rule of law is being implemented. Once citizens find they have faith in the justice system, I think they will run for justice through our legal system. But when they think that activities are compromised, whenever cases are before our justice system, then they will think that it is needless to go in that direction. So we are not backing our citizens. We need to keep trying until it can get perfect. But at the same time, those of us who are in authority, who have been given responsibility to discharge duties that will secure the peace and stability of our country, it also challenges us that now we have to read the word and also ensure that our laws are working for everybody and not just for one set of people.
Okay, good. So we are fast moving forward into this interview, but just in case you are tuned in, either by way of YouTube or by way of Twitter or Facebook on Nimba D9 TV, whichever platform you on at the moment. We are hosting Honorable Roger S.W.Y Domah here live via mobile phone. He's heading from his district to Monrovia, as you heard earlier. So there have been issues coming from the Civil Society Council Nimba chapter as it relates to the $2.7 million that was being allocated, budgeted for during the last fiscal period of the county council sitting to carry on some projects to even maintain the yellow machines and all of that. And they have been requesting for a social audit, something which has been uh, very tough to do. Superintendent is on one side, PMC and the soup they are on another side, and Elizano Yan and his team on another side. And your name was specifically being mentioned by Alex that you were serving as a consultant and all of that. What is it true about this whole PMC social audit with the Civil Society Council of Nimba?
In the first place, I don't think any citizen should be denied access to public document. And those who have known me, since I grew up to prominence, they have known me to be somebody who promotes transparency and accountability and has stand up for that. What I don't like is for people to carry out acts that will undermine or target a specific group of people. We just went through the war. I was not in charge when the war came. We found out that people's lives were lost because of people's perception about them. So I've always said that it is not good to deal with people based on perception. It is good we get the facts and then deal with them based on the facts that we have on hand. The Civil Society Organization wrote, the caucus received a copy. I'm aware of that. And the caucus was working along with the county administration to work along with them until there was complaint from a member of the Civil Society that contested against Mr. Yan's leadership. They have gone to court, and the court has ruled notifying the elections of Mr. Yan. And while we were working, they said, that issue came up, and the county administration said they could not, deal with Mr. Yan in the capacity as head of the Nimba County Civil Society Organization because of the court ruling. They have to respect the law. So if you are going to be in the name of this organization, so they will do that. But in a case where they have a ruling from the court, and Mr. Yan has announced that he will be taking an appeal, they were not going to release any document to him because they were contesting his election and the court has notified his election. So based on that, they could not give him the document. I think one of the civil society organizations, Central, also made similar requests when the situation was going around. And I'm told that the county administration made available the document to them, and they went around the county to assess projects that are being made. So it is not just about, for me, it is not just about Sonia and his allocation. It's about adequately, utilizing the resources that the people of Nimba County have for their benefit. I think that's why the caucus, appointed us. I'm not consultant to the PMC. The caucus appointed us. All of us know that in the legislature, the body works through committee. And because some of us have financial knowledge, we were appointed on the technical committee to scrutinize documents, especially financial documents that will be coming to the caucus. Vicky and myself, with supervision from the co-chair of regular, we are on that committee. And we have been doing that. Every time there's a document, we do all the necessary queries and inform the caucus members in meetings about it. So we are not going to serve as consultants to the PNC to say you got to do this, you got to do that. They are not seeing me in their office in San Nicolas before. Whenever they do that report, they send it through emails to all of the caucus members, and we look at it and raise all of the necessary questions before the caucus meeting. So that's the role we have been playing through the requests of the caucus. So for somebody to just hear about that and then begin to run on media that we are consulted without even getting back to us, even though they got access to us. I think it makes the whole thing to be more ambiguous, and then the true motive of what actually all these things are meant for. So in short, I'm now a consultant to the PMC. I serve on the technical committee set up by the caucus to look at documents that will be coming for decision making by the caucus.
Okay, good. So we are here, and this is Nimba Dina TV. Keep sending here your comments. We have Towa Zoo. He said, please ask all the hard questions. Yeah, absolutely. This is what we are doing this afternoon. This is where people come here to provide the truth to the people, and this is why the program is called The Truth of the Matter. But wherever you joined us from, you might be in America, you might be in Liberia, you might be in Ivory Coast, in Ghana, in Asia, in Australia, in Canada. We love to say a pleasant good afternoon to you here. We are hosting Representative Roger S.W.Y Domah live via his mobile phone because he's traveling from his district. We want to be thankful to him that he could stop and give time to be able to speak to all of us far in the air about happiness. We have Imala Bole who says, you are a very good leader. You report to your people, and there's no question that seems so hard for you that you cannot answer. He's appreciating you. Well, keep sending in your comments, your thoughts, and whatever recommendations based on what we are discussing today. But by the way, during the last county council sitting, how many projects were being approved in your district, for example?
Well, for the horizontal structures, we had 2 projects that were approved. We had a clinic that was going for $40,000 in Bauchidon, and then a school, a nursery school for Wegaopa that was going for $10,000. Those projects are ongoing. I just visited Blakey recently, and I was impressed with the work, even though it's at a snail pace. But I think the quality of the work is something that I'm impressed about, and I hope that the contractors can double up so that project can be completed soon, because they have been on it for quite a long time. They are also at a standstill with the nursery school in Gaompa, and we hope that recently when I did an inquiry, they said that the materials were being transported, and I really hope that they can recommence the work so that roofing work can take place as soon as possible.
Okay, well, so Tom Myers is watching us from Cyclopia. So those are the 2 projects that were being.
So besides that, there was $20,000 given to each district for mini bridges, 4 mini bridges. 5,000 per bridge. So when we selected 4 bridges, thinking that they were going to, to do all of those 4 bridges. One to Blakey, where we're building the clinic. Another one between Gaompa and Bayflidi. Another one was going towards Levi, also in Bao. And one is to do the bridge linking Miaple Bona with Miaple Yisley. There's a creek there, a big creek there, and to do the bridge that was there. So when the engineer did the work, he said the money, the 20,000 was too small to do those bridges. So he wanted to do 2. I said, no, we cannot do 2. Maybe we can cancel 1 and do 3. So as we speak, recently they just cast the bridge going to Miaple Yisley. Is a very big project. I think they're supposed to do the guard so that bridge can be prepared now to turn it over to the community. And then they have also cast the bridge between Gaompa and Flidi. I'm not going to visit that, but that's what I heard. And they have not started the bridge between going towards Levi. At least I was on that side recently. I did not see the mark there. So these are the 3 bridges that we are expected to do in there with the Soviet development funds.
Okay, so let's take some comments coming up here from our viewers who are watching us from around the world. William Singh Wayne said he's watching live from Monrovia, Liberia, 24th Street, Cinco beyond NASCAR building. Thank you, William. All you need to do is to hit the share button. We're hosting Representative Roger S.W.Y Domah of District number 7, Nimba County. And then we have Fred Peter. He said, I'm following you from Monrovia. We have Richie Mali. He said, I'm following you from Houston, Texas. And Nyaflomo Junior, our regional coordinator, he said, I'm following from Ganta Nimba County 10 CEO. Well, these are commendations coming up here. But with all of these projects, tell us the truth, Honorable Domah. Why is it on slow pace when $2.7 million has been allocated and budgeted for this project? Why is it on slow pace? And you are even confirming that. Why is it on slow pace? What is the reason? Especially as somebody who is there to safeguard the process as a financial person. Why is it on slow pace?
I think all of us have had such concern.
Okay.
And from my inquiries, what I'm being told by the county administration is that the implementer is supposed to pre-finance. When you complete certain in the phase of it, then the amount you're supposed to get can be given to you. But when I spoke, even with the contractors, I was somehow disappointed with the slow pace. And I even wrote the county administration complaining the contractors that they were delaying the project and there was a need for them to hurry up. So, so when that was done, the county administration cited, those people, and they were told that the contractors are challenged in accessing loans and so forth, to implement the project. So that's the problem why the delays have been taking place. So, but however, normally the credit materials from vendors and go and do the work, and then afterward, then when they do the payment, they will go back and do the work. What I also understood, which is now official, from a lot of the people in the community, is that what you guys are doing, the contractors are doing, is they take money for one project, and then they go and complete another project with the hope that they will get the money and then come back after getting money on a completed project. Then they can come back to the other project, which I think is not professional. I've got a couple of information on that. So the contractors themselves have the problem in the delays, and then the criteria of pre-financing before your money can be given to you is part of the reasons that is delayed the projects across the county.
Okay, so just in case you are tuning, this is Nimba Dina TV. It's owned and operated by the Nimba One House Media Incorporated. And we're coming to you live from our center studios here in Monserrado County. And this broadcast is also live on Nimba Dina TV YouTube channel. Just all you need to do, go to your YouTube and search for Nimba Dina TV. You can also go to Twitter and search for at Nimba D9 TV 2018, all in one word. Maru Domah, our wonderful DNA, she's also watching keenly with interest. That's good. Keep sharing the live video with somebody. We are hosting Representative Roger S.W.Y. Domah live here via his mobile phone. He's traveling from the county and heading back to Monrovia, but he has stopped to have this conversation with us. Very shortly, we're going to be pinning the numbers that you can have your say on here or ask questions and all of that. But again, when we listen to the co-chair Representative Roger Guayclo, he also said the same, that this project is on a slow pace and they are not really satisfied. But to our understanding, periodically, the PMC can give you people report. Are they not updating you about some of these concerns as it relates to the contractors? Are there not no terms and agreement within the contract as it relates to this whole project across the county?
Well, just as you said, they have been briefing us. The last meeting they had with the county administration, I'm not giving excuse. I was in the district, so I did not attend. But in previous meetings, the last that we attended prior to that was at Senator Cohn's place. All of us were in attendance except for Refran, who but he had not been inducted, so he did not attend. We all were there. There were explanations given, even places that, some of our colleagues had dissatisfaction, clarifications were made. And we appear to have had, one understanding of what was happening. So yes, they also tell us the challenges, and that's what I'm saying. Some of the projects are projects that they started Some of the contractors started project with the county long ago. Those projects are still not completed. So when you give them money, they want to go to complete the project to get a balance money before they can come back to the project that they have collected money on. We also wrote, as I said, we wrote completely the contractors over the slow delay and over the delay of their implementation of the project. I'm told that the PMC and the county administration invited them in San Nicolas, had meeting with them and gave them up to the end of this month to complete all of the projects. Otherwise, they will forfeit their contract. With some punitive actions being taken, if you have received money and you have not reached the mark that you're supposed to reach. So they have been trying from their side to compel the contractors to speed up. But again, the contractors will say that they have their own challenges and they keep crying. That's the situation we have. So we have been getting updates.
Okay, good. So just in case you tune in, like Henry Zibu has told him from the USA. He said, "Hey, following you from the USA. Thanks, bro, for the job well done. Thanks to you, Henry, for all of your support as well. That is keeping this platform to be what it is." Richie Yenga, I believe he should be the controller. He's also following from Gantad Nimba County. Richie, welcome to the platform and keep sharing this live video. We're hosting Representative Roger S.W.Y. Domah. So, fast moving forward, now that the issue with this social audit is up, and citizens of Nimba who are also member of the civil society organization, as their leader, have you ever invited other of them on the round table to exactly tell them that, oh, you are in court, you got to go and clear? Of course, the National Civil Society head of Liberia, Manalora or Loretta Port, called on OKFM to say Alex is legitimate, and he is known as the chair for Nimba. So has there been any intervention as their leader, sir?
No, we haven't done any intervention. We have not done any intervention. And just as I said on OKFM recently, I don't think that should be the route that the civil society organization, the National Civil Society organization, should be taking. Because if they are the ones that are supposed to, teach us about following the rule of law, respecting the justice system, and the legal system of this country. So if one of your branches has that kind of problem, what you do is to move in the county and bring the parties together. Then you can amicably maybe withdraw that case from court and resolve it instead of just calling in on radio to say this is the person we recognize. Because the court is saying, no, the person you recognize, then, his person was not legitimate. So in my mind, as leader of Nimba County, I think there's a need to bring the two parties together to amicably resolve the thing. But if there's a court ruling and then you say, no, the person that the ruling went against is the person we're going to recognize, then how are we going to lead the country without rule of law? So I don't think that's the step we should be taking. I'm appealing to the National Civil Society Organization to step in, as a model organization of all of these branches, to go to Nimba now, meet the parties, the agreed party, and the accused, so that they can resolve it. In that way, we'll be bringing peace and sanity to the operations of the civil society sector in Nimba County, instead of just calling on radio and talking about it. And so, as leaders of the county, we have had the plan of meeting, it's over a month now. The meetings have been cancelled. I think that's one of the issues that we'll be discussing. The issue of the concerns of our citizens for audit, not just social audit. We don't want to limit it to that. The concerns of our citizens, for an audit, vis-a-vis the county city and so forth. Maybe in that case, we can make a determination whether to step into the situation with the National Civil Society.
Wow. So you are listening to Representative Roger S.W.Y. Domah, representative of Nimba County Editorial District number 7. I understand he has 2 administrative districts. So he's here with us. Very shortly, we're going to be opening up the lines for you all who have been following to make your input. And we know you are waiting for that very eagerly. But let's go to the district, Representative Domah. You've been doing a lot more, as we have been seeing from your public relation officer, Cyrus C. Jr. about different projects in your community. We're going to give you exclusive 2 minutes to tell the people of District Number 7 who do not have the opportunity to come down, probably to listen to Radio Sacre PA or to follow your Facebook page and all of that, to tell us since 5 years what has been those things that you have been doing, that you promised the people to do, and that you've been doing. Exclusively 2 minutes is allotted to you.
Well, I think to our listening audience, especially citizens from our district, if you call to the Nimba County University College, you would know that our Domah has one of the highest, financial aid students in that institution. I'm not boasting about it. That's what we are doing. If you go to RCC, you'll get to know that we are helping some of our citizens in that college. Currently, the PYJ Polytechnic just opened. We have about 10 students who have approached us. Yesterday, we were in the business office making arrangement. So how we can arrange the payment. If you go to Bond Technical College, we have few of our citizens that are there. Cyprus in Banda. For the past years, we have assisted few students at the Cotton University, the UMU, the AME Zion University, AMEU. Few students we have helped them, even as far as Tottenham University. We are not talking about high schools across the district and some of the schools in Ganta, in Monrovia. We have been helping some of our kids in those schools. So we have been doing those. We have records for them. The records are available if you want to have access to them. Besides that, we have been taking care of some of the infrastructure needs of our people. For instance, if you go to Kondo community, if you go to Losakian behind Petuo, you will see that we dedicated in the Peace Hall. During the campaign, we met in front of people's homes in those places, and the communities requested that they needed a place that they can host their guests when they come. So those Peace Halls were dedicated last July. We did a bridge in Yao. There was a place, normally when the Tapeta Road is bad, they use the Yao route, to bypass the road, around Loi and Petro, the bad areas that are there, so that they can get ahead. So there were a couple of accidents prior to our ascendancy. That was one of the priorities that we had. So that bridge was completed and it was turned out. It was turned over to the community in July of last year. If you go to Boaple, if you go to Bentley, if you go to Tembe, we are constructing markets there. Last year, I also visited the secondary market. I saw the market women under the sun. And there's an area they call the Kobacho area, another area where the co-sellers are. We said we're going to provide shelter for them. We are currently doing the roofing of those shelters. If you go to Miaple Bona, we are doing a town hall in Miaple Bona. We just told you that through the Social Development Fund, we just completed a bridge in Miaple Gisle. And we did with the community, efforts, we completed a covered bridge in Nimba. Right now, the clinic in Legia, the electrical fixture are being installed. The clinic in Gamba, we hope that the roofing work can start soon. We are also completing the clinics that my predecessor, Roduna, started in both Gamba and Bria. We are working with the communities to complete those clinics so that we can turn them over to the health system, for them to function in the interest of our people. We have been doing some road work across the district as well. We have been working with, for instance, the Secretary City Corporation. When we took over, we provided, several drums of fuel for them to open up streets. So there are a lot of things that we have been doing across the district that we may not be publicizing. We have been doing some hand pumps in communities based on their requests. Last year you heard about surgical outreach that was led by
Dr. Peter Koma.
Dr. Koma.
Yeah.
We heavily sponsor that. Right now there's another one that they've helped him. They help leaders of our secondary health center are planning, and we have also made commitment to give similar assistance to them. So we are trying to touch all of the sectors. Our agriculture people, we know that most of our citizens are involved with agriculture. What we did 2019 was to deliver a group of family to identify farming groups that we supply them with farming tools. So we have been through a lot of things that we may not record on this platform now, but we are trying to document them so that people who need them can receive those documents.
Great. So if you are just tuning, the Honorable Samuel Collins has tuned in from the United Methodist University here on Asmore Street in Monroeville. We ask that you keep sharing this live video. The numbers to call are on the screen. We have 0778070604. If you call that number either on your WhatsApp or directly, you're going to get us and then ask Honorable Domah about all of what he has been saying. But we are fast moving forward. So let's go a little bit to this Princess Cooper thing, the late Princess Cooper. As a legislative caucus member, what is it that the caucus is doing? Of recent, we saw Madam Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence, posting on her Facebook page that she's going to get involved with this. Senator Darius Dillon did seem, and he even made some recommendation that has encouraged or appeal to the emotions of government to be able to have the second autopsy. The first one says that she, died from tuberculosis. So, as a representative of Nimba, and this is a daughter of Nimba, what is your position, by the way?
Well, this is an act that I condemn in the strongest term. I myself, when I heard that the autopsy report, claimed that she died from tuberculosis, I felt that it was the most foolish report that I've ever heard. As chair on the House Committee on Civil and Human Rights, I don't think that anybody deserves the right to take away the life of anybody. Princess has been healthy from all indications. I spoke with even the representative of District Number 16, Maserado, who said that he met Princess and the boyfriend just a couple of days to her demise, and they were so happy, and entertaining themselves. So somebody who had tuberculosis will now have that kind of strength to be passing around and doing that. And people who think that they can manipulate the facts, I think they got to stop it now. Liberia is gradually growing and it's changing. And people who think that they can continue to manipulate the fact, they got to stop that, because there are things that border on the peace and security of this country. For me, that's my concern. If you go and somebody who was caught, the police are not even going through the investigation, and then they are saying that there was no foul play, and it's leading up to even the autopsy report. I think that's not a report that any normal person will accept. That's why I want to commend the president for announcing another autopsy through a pathology that the family will recommend. So this kind of thing has to be arrested. And the next autopsy report says otherwise. I think those who claim to be pathologists that came up with the first autopsy report need to be penalized by the medical board of this country, for faking report. But as I stand, there's nothing that can convince me that she died of tuberculosis. There's nothing that can convince me that she died natural cause. I think that she was murdered, and the investigation has to continue in depth.
Wow, the investigation has to continue in depth. So just in case you have joined us this afternoon, it might be morning hour to your side, it might be evening, it might be night. We say welcome to the platform. This is the program called The Truth of the Matter. It comes your way beginning now every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And yesterday we hosted Alexander Nya Jr. And interestingly, both of them, they are from the Bay Area. Roger Domah is also from Bay. but jokingly, he was saying yesterday that the other Bay man doesn't want to allow the social audit. But that's the beauty of this.
Yes. We just want the procedure to be followed.
Okay.
The process should be clear and transparent. It should not be like we are targeting a particular group of people. For instance, we are talking about audit, whether social, financial, and so forth, or system audit. I think we should be looking at where our last auditing process took place up to this. this
Okay.
point. Because some of the projects that the current PSC is doing are projects that started long ago and they have not been completed and they are trying to complete them now. So why can't we go back and start looking at all of those records and what have you? So what we want is, Nimba should be developed, Nimba should move forward. I don't think we are obstructing any process here, but we want the process to be fair and free of emotion, free of politics, free of personal feelings. Let's
Okay.
do it in the interest of our people. That's all I'm cautioning.
Okay, so all you who've joined us, we want to say a very pleasant good afternoon. We are in conversation this afternoon on the program called The Truth of the Matter, live here on Nimba Dina TV. You can also follow us on the YouTube or Twitter on Nimba Dina TV. Chester Chester Yenga is following us from his Soul Clinic community. Moreover, he said, thanks, honorable. This is good. But the numbers to call are on the screen. 0778 070604 is the number to call, and you can call to either ask question or participate on this platform. But we know the conversation is going pretty much well. That's why you are not calling. But recently, some citizens called you to petition you for your good work in your district to go for the second term. Tell us the truth. What were your honest response to them?
Where I accepted a petition to seek re-elections, and if you are leading people and they feel impressed with the work that you are doing, without manipulating them, if they say come so that we can request to support you for your re-elections, I think it's an honor that you must accept. So we accepted the petition, and we are now preparing to reactivate our mobilization team across the district to begin to work with the citizens of Ware and the friends of Roger Domah so that we can prepare for 2023. It's a request that we accepted.
Okay, so let us hold you there. Just hold the line a little bit here. Let's do this for the people of Nimba. Let's take this music from Madame ZTD.
Kakowo yawo yoga anumasakuo kakaure yone nasa kawenu wobe yoga anumasakuo kakaure ani makaroto patwe yoga anumasakuo kakaure kaluo maye yongo yoga anumasakuo kakaure epigawe kakaure yoga anumasakuo kakaure nakare kakaure yoga anumasakuo kakaure Kapoure, anumasakuo, kapoure, anumasakuo, amaro karo pueblo anumasakuo, ekalu maye yongo, anumasakuo, abosore, kapoure, anumasakuo.
Okay, so we're going to bring that down a little bit and then continue this conversation with Representative Roger Domah. Very tough talking, and we are fast moving forward. So whatever you join us from, the same power Bagye has joined us. He said very interesting. I'm following this from Sudan. My name is Say Power Bagbe is his name. I say thanks for joining us from Sweden this afternoon. I don't know what time it is from your end, but the WhatsApp number is also on the screen. Is +231 7. I need to correct this number. I knew there was probably something wrong, but our Doma is still here. So, well, so since you accepted the petition, and what has been some reaction from ordinary people?
But, interestingly, what most of the communities have been saying is that they actually supposed to do the petition. I've received calls from several communities, some of the chiefdoms, and they have told us that they have been challenged by the people of Ware, by their actions. So they are planning petitions to also petition me, where I've told them that we have to study every day instead of having sporadic petitions around. It's good that we come together and do it instead of every community wanting to do that. What they are doing is maybe they are trying to appreciate me in our various communities for the manner in which we have been working together. That's what they are doing. That I understand, but I think that we can get to one and focus on other things because we still got a responsibility of leading the district. We don't want to be caught up in campaign gear or all of these things. Let's do it, and at the same time, not lose focus of leading the district as we're supposed to lead. So all of the requests we got them on file, and we are still talking with them to see how we can put most of them together.
Great. So if you just tune in, like our Canada brand ambassador, however potent majesty, Sophia Johnson L has just joined us from Canada, from Toronto, Canada this afternoon. She's watching Madam Sophia. Would love to say welcome. She's the CEO as well of Susu Hope Foundation, helping a lot of kids across Nimba to go back to school. We know that she came back from Canada after years to launch that in Ganta. We want to say thank you so much for joining. But we are in conversation this afternoon with Honorable Roger S.W.Y, Domah, Representative District number 7, Nimba. Remember, Nimba has 9 electoral districts, 19 administrative districts, and 6 statutory districts. But we are moving forward, and the numbers to call are on the screen. You can either use either of them to call here this afternoon, and your voices will be heard as well. So it's kind of difficult for people to lead, and at our various homes and all of that, we see these on a daily basis. But the SEPA one, Bagwe said the time in Sweden is 5:50 Central Eastern Time, and the time in Liberia is 3:50 p.m. GMT. So yes, say thanks a lot. Keep sharing this with other people in that part of the world. And if you want to make your contribution, the WhatsApp number is right on the screen, as you can see it. Susu Fit says, "Amen him. Oh my God, he's down to Ive. She loves you. Domah, you have gotten commendation from way there in Canada. She says she really like you. You
Local partner, in one of the local hotels. We have very good conversation.
Okay, good. Exactly. So she said you are very, very down to earth. So like I was saying, Nimba, Masorado District 9 representative was being held on tape that too much backing of the citizens should stop because it make people up Capitol Hill to be able to be corrupt. Where do you stand on this?
Well, I think Edmond, most of the things have been because of the impression that we give when we go out there to look for votes. We make ourselves angels, people who will provide everything. So whenever we are elected, the people look up to us based on promises that we have made. So the way to begin with is to look at ourselves, those of us who are seeking the vote. And look at your own capacity, what you are able to do and what you are not able to do. And again, the perception that has been out there that once you get to the place, you got money tree that you will be picking up and be doing this. And our people need to understand that it is not true. And if you do that, you easily disappoint the people, especially when you are not somebody who is used to giving your life to other people for their survival. So, number one, the problem comes from us, the politicians, the kind of commitments that we made to the voters so that they can vote us. I mean, most of them are unrealistic. As we go forth, we hope that we can be more realistic. And number two, the citizens need to also know that because of this, the country is not moving forward. Everybody there is looking for money to satisfy the citizens instead of making the law that will benefit the country. So we need to now re-engineer our strategies as to how to convince our citizens to vote for us. We cannot continue to make Liberia a welfare country. Liberians are strong, they are creative. When they get out there, there are people that they know how to survive. But because of the impression, we are turning the country into a welfare country, and I think we need to, those of us who are leaders, we need to begin to say the truth to the people so that they can begin to work for themselves. And let's teach them how to fish. instead of us giving them fish continually. That's what is killing the country. Everybody wants it easier. Nobody wants to now work. Even people who are working, they feel that once they cannot get it from you, they are not getting it at all. Anybody who gets everything easy, that is not sustainable. So, what he said, partly is true. But the part that I wanted to listen to from my own brother Foucault was that, yes, that we made a lot of false promises to the people, unrealistic promises when we are seeking a vote from them.
Okay, so just in case you join us, we love to say a very, very pleasant good afternoon to you, wherever you are tuning from. But the Imalo Bole says, I'm commenting from Ganta Tuki Hill community. Our Domah leadership ability is in district number 7 and beyond is quite welcoming. And there's a need that we should love him in every direction. And most of all, his re-election. Our Domah all the way comes 2023. And our brand ambassador, Susu Sophia L say, I met him. Oh my God, he's down to act. Keep up the great job. So commendations coming for you. And this is why the program is called Truth of the Matter. So really you are providing truth here. That's why nobody's calling to say on the contrary. But we have far more minutes to go. And we will listen to you and tell us probably you wanted to have said something and we did not. But before you go to that, let's take this. It's important. This is coming from the I believe is he the controller, Richard Yenga?
Richard?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on the PMC.
Yeah. What is his own position? Is he the controller?
He's the controller, yes.
Okay. So let's take this from Richard. Richard said, thanks, our Domah. This current PMC is not afraid of audit. We have done absolutely nothing wrong to be afraid. What we want is the correct thing should be done, not being selective. But well, we will get there. So yeah, our Domah exclusively for you.
Well, so I just want to thank you first of all for this opportunity to speak to our people in and out of Liberia. I want to thank all of our citizens from Electric District number 7 for the manner and fashion in which they have been cooperating with my leadership all across the district. If they were not cooperating, we would not score the kind of successes that we have scored, across the district. But they have been, they are just taking onto me as I have taken onto them. And together we are succeeding. We are winning together. We also want to tell the people of Nimba, some of our records, we have not changed. We stand up for the truth. We want transparency. And as long as we are in there, we are going to say the truth. The issue of this county sitting and audit, I don't want it to further divide the county. We don't want other people to politicize it. We want it to be done in a professional way, following the laws. Let's follow what the law says, so that when we do it at the end of the day, people will not feel targeted. People will not feel disenchanted. People will not feel, otherwise about serving our county. Let us not repeat what we did during the days of the war, where we targeted people because they were in certain position without any justifiable reasons. In some cases, the people lost their lives. We should not be the one repeating those kind of things again. I think it is disturbing when you go to serve your people and then people are there because of their own selfish reasons. They are doing everything possible to pull you down. Let us be transparent with all of the process. We can assure our citizens that there will be an audit of the county administration. We have said that in the past, and we stand up for it. There will be an audit, so there is no need of creating unnecessary tension that will delay our development in the county. We are here for you. The only thing that makes us happy is for your needs to be taken care of. But if we conduct ourselves in the way that everything is stalled, development is stalled, and what have you, for some of us, I don't think that's the kind of leadership we want to provide. So we are here to work in your interest. Everybody have been seeing the way some of us are living very simple life, and we are not been living extravagant life because we feel satisfied with what we get from government as our salaries. In fact, it is even what we get from government that we use to do most of what we have explained here. So we are not here to eat public money, and we are not afraid that all that can be done on the county administration's account, because we know that we have been guiding in the process, in a way that they will do things the right way in the interest of the people. So I really appreciate appearing on your platform this afternoon.
Wow, let's just take these few comments before we take leave of you. We have Pastor Augustine Tia. He said, more grace, Nimadina TV. We have Kelvin Miwasa Johnson. He said, I'm following from Eastern Europe, Edmond. We have Genesis GN Gompie. He said, no sound. I'm watching from Duo community. Probably your gadget, you need to just increase the sound, but the quality is good from all indication of what we're hearing here. So we'd love to say thanks a lot, Representative Domah, for joining us this afternoon. And tomorrow, same time, the afternoon edition is going to play hostel. The PMC chair.
Thank you.
The PMC chair is going to be here, and is going to be telling the people in Nimba and Liberia a lot about. So thank you so much, Anro, for evading yourself. Have a wonderful time and stay safe. Bye bye. So it has been a wonderful time here. So that is some few comments. Then we call it a day, because it's exactly 4 p.m. and we have to go. S.W.Y, I commend you on the latest success, and the people of Nimba look forward to seeing you, even great things from you. Erasmus Gule is watching from Monrovia, Bonafan community. Kelvin Miwasa said, I like the background. Kelvin, thank you. This is the platform. This is where everybody is somebody. This is Nimba D9 TV. It's owned and operated by the Nimba One House Media Incorporated. Want to say thanks to all of our guys in the bike: Mike M. Down, Mike S. Down, Yan Flomo, Genium, Royal King C4, Gifty, Bachelor, Hope, Duo, Akina Gay, James Matari, Lawrence to play, Salomon Bawia, a can section, Winifred Gueklo, and Rebecca Y. Morris, all of them from our video department, our videographers, Benjamin Thomas from We and Doru, and who else am I missing this afternoon? Guys, it has been a wonderful time. Prince Booming, he said, good evening to my peace-loving citizens of Nimba. I'm Prince Booming, watching you from Rwanda, East Africa. Thanks to Domah. Yeah, that was a wonderful conversation here with Domah. But let's take this music, and from there we're going to say, but look forward as we host Mr. Yilami tomorrow. Harris Yilami will be here, the PMC chair. Keep all of your questions, concerns about projects across Nimba. He has availed himself, and he's going to be here tomorrow to answer to the truth of the matter. This is why you come and say the truth and nothing else but the truth, because we have done our research. If you lie to us, we're going to get the video and everything up on the screen and put it over and say, look, this is what is happening, and you are not saying the truth. We'll do our research before we come here. But let's take this musical break from ZTT, and then from there, we're going to call it a day.
None nasaka son de pove. Anuma sakuo. Ikane wasaka kowo yawo. Anuma sakuo. None nasaka menu wobe. Anuma sakuo. Ani makaro tompatue. Anuma sakuo. Kalu o maye yongo. Anuma sakuo. Every kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Nakare kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Kapaure kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Pau kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Amara karo pueblo ve. Anuma sakuo. Ekalu o maye yongo. Anuma sakuo. Abasare kapaure. Anuma sakuo. None nasaka son de pove. Anuma sakuo. Anuma sakuo. Nakare kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Kau kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Kapaure kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Amara karo puelve. Anuma sakuo. Oh my yo. Anuma sakuo. Apasare kapaure. Anuma sakuo. None nasaka son de pove. Anuma sakuo. Kau kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Ikane wasaka kowo yabo. Anuma sakuo. Ani makaro tompatue. Anuma sakuo. Ekalu o maye yongo. Anuma sakuo. Kau kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Kado dine kalore akamo. Anuma sakuo. Every kanwe kapaure. Anuma sakuo. Siamo adamene. Ako metano ko. Kaya bang sanse. Mau sansare ito. Setiti. Yoga. Kakaure kaure. Yoga. Kakaure kaure. Yoga. Kakaure kaure.
So every good thing must come to an end. We love to say thanks to all of you who turned in this afternoon. Louis G. Cruiser Jr. He said he's watching us from Plebo City, Maryland. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tomorrow, join us. Same time from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mr. Harris Yilimi, the current project management committee chairman, will be our guest here tomorrow. But then Mike M. Dan is going to be here to host him. Mike could not make it to this show today because his wife gave birth, and would love to say, welcome to that new child. May God bless her. May God bless Mike and his family with a new member. And whoever has also given birth or at the hospital, maybe you underwent C-section or whatever, we pray for speedy recovery. But wherever you are, we want to say, if you celebrated your birthday today, happy birthday. If you lost somebody, we love to say, have our sympathy. Don't trouble to all of our road users. Remember safety first. Take up your seat belts. Do not overload the car because the life you carry today, it might be the life of somebody. Father, on behalf of all of us, the production crew and our videographers in the back who make it sure to give us all of the different designs, we want to say thank you. Our account section, who's making the money, we say thank you. Just in case you want to come on here, all you need to do is to cross check with our account, and they're going to charge you. If you want to do your promote, maybe a wedding ceremony, a live courage, just contact us. And our account section, very welcoming people, smiling people that will be there to receive you and make sure that we serve you. Madam Ya Bomli Tungo, the president of Unico Ohio State president, has just tuned in, and she said we are watching you from Columbia, Ohio, my PRO. But Madam Yatungo, we are the president, Madam Yatungo, we are hoping, and very soon we might host you or the committee chair on ways and means on this platform to tell us about preparation that are ongoing for the convention there in May. Remember, you're going to host a very historic convention, a convention leading after Nathan Beard, the board chair, won as representative for Rhode Island District 3. That is historical, and he's going to be coming over there. I understand all of them will be turning over power as well. President Dan Kopoya Dennis, who leadership, we can't talk about it yet until one of you come on the show. We will contact you people personally that we can host you, the host president, and the Ways and Me together next week. Sometimes next week on the Top of the Mountain, the program called the Top of the Mountain. Hopefully, it's going to be on Tuesday next week that you can come up here. the ever put in president of Ohio State Unico chapter, Madam Yagbom Litungo, is laughing. So we will send you a special invitation to be our guest here. But this time is going to be 1 hour. Is going to be on Tuesday from 2 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Liberia time. We want to know what is it that you're doing there in Ohio, Columbus, where you're going to be. Not in the Columbus, but in Ohio, where you're going to be hosting Nimbayans from all over the diaspora that are based in the United States. Some will be even traveling from Liberia as well by His grace to grace this occasion. So we're going to extend because we want to know UNICO, United Nimba Citizens Council. Your convention is coming up. The people of Nimba, the people of Liberia should know what is happening there, and this platform is where you're going to be. We're going to host you live. We're going to see you. You're going to see us. The people in Nimba are going to hear you on the radio, and we're going to organize that and that we can host you. But again, we love to say thank you to those who continue to rape. We say please stop it. It's just evil. There's no word to describe it. Please, to those who doing this hashman ritualistic killing, searching for people past, people, children getting missing. Please stop it. Please stop it. When you kill everybody, who's going to vote for you then? Who's actually going to vote for you? Tell us now. But that will be another topic for another time. And we are very happy that we have all of you here all of the time to tune into our broadcast. This is what we do. So we love to say thank you Have a wonderful time. Madam Yag Boblin Tungo. She's also the executive director of the Go Your Way Foundation. This foundation is something we're also going to be talking about because they're doing a lot more in Liberia. They are not taking a clinic project. They are not taking a school project, very huge school project. If you ever been in Ganta, just a few, I think 1 kilometer away from the Ganta main checkpoint, they are undertaking a very huge school project there, and also a clinic project and a church project. So those are things that we'll be talking about shortly as we move forward. But on Tuesday next week from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., 1 hour exclusively, we're going to be hosting Madam Ya Bomli Tongo, the host president of this year UNICO 2022 convention in the US, and the Ways and Mean chair, Honorable Gwankwai Domah. They're going to be here to tell us about all that they are doing and what they hope to achieve from that, and all of that. So, for and on behalf of all of us, my name is Edmond Bawi. I am your humble servant. Thank you, and hit us up. We are ready to serve you any part of Liberia. Just hit us up now, and we will serve you to the best, to the very best of your ability. Thank you. Let's do this together. Bye bye.